Yep, there we go. Now, back to where we were. Okay. You dropped that nice belch right there live on stream.
It wasn't live.
I bet it is.
None of it's working.
Click the live Q&A. This is fun. I love technology.
This is fun.
I love technology. See? We're live. There we go.
All right. We had a little bit of technical.
All right. Sorry, everybody. We are back live with Alex. Alex, like we said, we've tried to get Danny Basham. We're going to continue to try. We're going to pour our heart out in a letter, a handwritten letter. You're going to spray it with your finest cologne and seal it with a wax stamp.
No, it worked with, I got a little leeway with Cornette.
Right, with Cornette. What was your next question?
Actually, has to do with Cornette.
Oh, well, we just talked about Cornette, so go ahead and ask a question.
Well, it's the drama that happened about a year and a half or so ago with a talent that me and you both know really well, with the accusations against Cornette and his wife.
So I know who you're talking about. I will leave the names out of it, just to protect the innocent. I guess I don't really know because you're not guilty until proven guilty. So, the person was in OVW, and they claimed that I'm not going to say 100% whether or not it happened to them, but they claimed they knew people that were being told that they could get a push if they were to do acts with.
They get the gist.
Yeah. Of course, Cornette claims that this isn't real. It's false. It's slander. The other person started going by a different name on Facebook. All this because once you take on Jim Cornette, even if you are telling the truth, which I can't say if he was or not. I mean, I know this person pretty well, and I don't think he has any reason to lie. But I also can't say because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I haven't had it set out in front of me in a court of law to be able to, look at. So
because I know that I'm pretty sure he had also provided some messages between him and Cornette's wife.
See, I had not seen that. If he did, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. I mean, in the wrestling world, especially around here, there have always been the jokes about how to get a push, and Cornette's name has come up before when it comes to OVW, of course. However, I cannot confirm or deny whether or not that actually has occurred because I wasn't there.
Stacy's always been nice to me.
Yeah, Stacy's been a sweetheart to us.
Jim's always been pleasant.
Mm-hmm. And the other person that has said this, and we're always cool. Always been cool.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, we weren't there.
If it did happen, that's super, super shitty.
Okay, so they're saying to get a push in a place that has been not a developmental system in 12 years.
You want me just to throw it out there? What to tell you, bub? Don't know what to tell you.
So I don't know. I don't know because at what point was he even in communication in the last 14.
Umpteen years.
Yeah.
We'll say umpteen.
I can't believe that. You know, Laurinaitis is going to be like, yeah, hey, Jim. I got this guy down here.
Yeah. I don't know. I
think Cornette and Laurinaitis are well documented on how they feel about each other.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know what really happened, what didn't happen, but the fact of the matter is there hasn't been much said about it recently. That all, you know, in the same hand as that, there's been a lot of people in professional wrestling, independent professional wrestling, that have been outed as sexual deviants. Well, not necessarily, but
That's a big word.
people that have been grooming underage people. You know, lots of stuff that as an independent professional wrestler, a wrestling manager, it can be embarrassing. But that this has occurred. But the best part is that
inches, please. What is that?
In inches, please.
What is that?
I don't know.
Who's this guy? Could you please elaborate?
In inches, please. Yeah. I'm happy to see that the waste and the garbage is getting pushed out of independent professional wrestling. We got another. Right?
Oh, look! You should have never brought this up here. You should have. Move on.
Yeah.
Move
Well,
on.
we're going to move on because we're getting some stuff coming up that we're not going to talk about because we don't like digging up dirt. That's, you know, we're an informational. Do you have any questions about anything that's coming up with us, or any persons that you would like to see us bring on, or?
Hmm.
We'll say
If you guys could get anybody, whether it be on Glow Up or Developmentally Speaking, who's the one person, if you could pick, we'll say alive or dead, to be on the podcast?
Who would it be?
I know what he's going to say for Glow Up.
Is the be all end all for glow up for me.
Hit hide,
But-
right?
Huh? Let me see it.
Hit hide.
What's it say?
Hit hide.
That's a hide. Yeah. Yeah. Time out.
Okay. Nochka for him. What about for Developmentally Speaking?
Santino.
There has been some feelers put out for Santino.
Yeah, I have his phone number. I'm just afraid to call it.
Yeah. For connecting.
For connecting through wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the wide, broad spectrum.
Try to get Dutch. We can try to get Dutch.
I could probably get Dutch through Draven.
Yeah.
Connecting through wrestling. He said alive or dead. He said alive or dead. Simple. If I could pick someone that is dead, Macho Man. That's simple for me. Macho Man is, you know.
So I
cream
will
of the
say
crop.
for myself, there's a lot that goes into this, a lot that we don't advertise. There's a lot of graphics made. There's a lot of text messages, emails, phone calls.
A lot of work.
Um,
I'm gonna be honest. He does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff because he's the man when it comes to connecting and networking. I do the footwork when we're at conventions.
He's my peddler.
I do the computer stuff. But yeah, it's
They're without giving too much away. I mean, we're filming with the NWA again next week.
yeah, we have
Um,
with the connected through. Actually, we're gonna spread it across. We have a deal, sort of. It's not like a in writing deal, but we have a connection
Hey, Jeff.
with the NWA. Is Jeff there? Jeff, what's up? Jeff, would you like to come on next? If you would like to come on next and talk with us, we would absolutely love to have you on. We'll bring you on here shortly after we get done talking to Alex. Just shoot us an email at developmentalspeakingpodcast@gmail.com, and we will send that link to you so you can come on and talk to
I
us.
think I will be honest.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, there's been NWA deal. There's been communication with AEW, and that's as far as I can go with that. There's been phone calls and text messages to Santino, Idol Stevens, Mark Henry, Serena Deeb, all kinds of people that you guys haven't seen yet, and the interviews haven't happened yet. Boogeyman. There's a lot going into it. Matt Morgan's coming on. So we are the first podcast to cover this. And a lot of people say that we've done it respectfully. So now it's like we're networking, but we're networking through the people that we should be within the wrestling world. Dr. Tom is. A couple of people have sent us Dr. Tom's contact info, and we will actually be with Dr. Tom next weekend up in Fort Wayne. So there's a lot more coming. Glow Up is expanding past just Glow, and we'll cover WoW. It will cover all women's wrestling.
And to be honest, the hardest thing about getting people, if you don't have a connection to talk to someone, if you don't have that connection, like let's say I want to talk to, let's just call Wrestler B, okay? I want to have Wrestler B on the show. I had Wrestler A on the show, and they're best friends. Once I get Wrestler A on the show, that usually brings Wrestler B to us. I'll put a 70% on that. That 70% chance that they will pull them in for us. But let's say Wrestler C. I haven't talked to anybody that's connected to Wrestler C, except for I go to a convention, and they're there. I have cards. We have cards that have our email on it.
The special cards.
The special cards.
We got an email with the special
cards.
Yeah.
So I go up there and I hand it to them and, talk to them and tell them who I am. And the first question they ask every time is, how many subscribers do you have? And that's the part that's killing us, is we're under 400. I mean, as soon as you hit 1,000, as soon as you get that 1K, that's when people start gaining more respect for you. But until you get to that point, it's hard. And
it's all a numbers game.
Yeah.
Which is...
because we got views. I mean, people are viewing it. The view hours are going up. And we respect you guys greatly.
Jeff can't tonight, which is fine.
That's okay. But we respect you guys greatly for doing it. We thank you so much for coming out, and watching our stuff. But there's so many people that don't subscribe. I'm guilty of it. I'll watch videos all the time and not subscribe to the channel. But, that's what we need is the subscriptions. That's
really one thing holding us back now.
Yeah.
We came a long way. The NWA deal was great. I've reached out to a couple other companies. It's all just timing and making it work. The conventions work really well for us. But to answer your question, there's a lot of people coming on that we haven't announced yet.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is you got to know a guy.
And setting up a date to be able to talk to them. Because we both work full-time shoot jobs. And, as much as we would love to say, yeah, this pays the bills, no, it doesn't. We would love for this to pay the bills, but it doesn't. So until it does, we can only do as many interviews as we are right now.
Just like next weekend, we're going to be in Fort Wayne at Heroes and Legends. And we just interviewed Henry Godwin. Well, he wants Midian to come on, so he's going to help set up Midian coming on, and then the Godfather is going to be up there. Like, there's so much more.
Yeah. I would love to do a panel with the BSK.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It'd be awesome.
So, like, you just have to... It is a lot of... It's not just a, hey, you want to do a podcast type deal. It's got to work for everybody, and a lot of people are trying to do podcasts now. So, it's finding that... Is it niche? What do you say?
I say niche.
Because we are the only podcast that covers the developmental system, first and only. And because we only cover the developmental system, a lot of people have respect for that because your career is not defined by the 2 to 4 years that the WWE allowed you to be on TV, right, because you didn't get to see all that magic in developmental of who they were supposed to be. What could have been, what should have been. This is developmentally speaking.
Right.
So it's a lot of work because you gotta... It's trust. Trust to tell a story.
I think we need to get one of the best wrestlers out there right now. More, I think you need to get old Carpetbagger on here.
Well, we've had he's been on an episode before.
Yeah, why don't you call up the old Carpetbagger?
Call him up, be like, hey,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? I'd like to get him on here again, but he is very busy. I would say he's more busy than the wrestlers we talk to, because he is always doing his job. His job is like 16 hours a day. Because when he's not on the road filming, he's in a hotel room editing. And, that's a lot of work. A lot of work.
One of the only other things, I'm still waiting to get some time to get back up to Madison.
Yeah.
Get back in there, because I still need that match with you, Morty.
Yeah. We do have I have 2 shows that I'm on this weekend. Don't know if you know. There's a free show in Hope for Emerge on Friday. It starts at 6. It's just outside on the square there in Hope. And then Saturday we have a show in Brownstown. It's front rows 15, general admissions 12, family 4-pack, general admission is 40. It's also kids 5 and under free. That's for the Special Olympics. That's doors open at 6, bell time at 7.
The Tennessee Stud. We could get Robert Fuller on here. Wait, that's who that is.
Robert Fuller, the Tennessee Stud? Sounds right. Sounds right.
Why do they call him the Tennessee Stud?
I have no idea. No clue.
Smoky Mountain Hillbilly. He's been commenting a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Alex, thank you for coming on. We do appreciate you, man. Like I said, thanks, because you're officially the first ever live guest on Developmentally Speaking. There you go.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
We'll see you later.
It's an honor.
Tell them bye.
Love you, bye.
See you guys.
All right, let's go back.
Okay.
So anyway, Developmentally Speaking is growing. It just takes a lot of time and effort. Mm-hmm. Filming season 2 of Glow Up is coming along. There's some more Glow Girls coming on. Trying to... I think if we're just as transparent as possible with our listeners, it's better for everyone to kind of...
Right. And Glow Up will eventually become a wider spectrum. We're going to go away from just Glow and probably just go to, the women of wrestling.
Smoky Mountain, you seem like you'd like a... Yes, Robert Fuller. More of a connecting through wrestling with the... I'd like Jimmy Valiant to come on. I'd like Bobby Fulton to come on.
Jimmy told me he will do the show, but he has... Yeah, that's another one. Jimmy Valiant, I've known Jimmy for a few years now. Close friend. If you know my previous channel, Morty and Beard, there is a video of him riding in my car just telling wrestling stories. It's awesome. It's like one of the top videos on the channel. But he has such a weird schedule. I think he like sleeps. He goes to bed at like 7 p.m. or I can't remember. He gets up at 3 a.m. or goes to bed at 3 a.m. I don't remember what it is.
Like Rip.
But it's what do you say about Rip?
Sounds like Rip.
Rip's up at 5 a.m. just clanging and banging,
baby.
just going, just bam, 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 and because I don't know how many times. Every time a wrestler comes up to him, he asks, "You working out this morning?" And I remember he asked Killer Cross, said, "Hey, at Square Circle Expo 2, Killer Cross, he goes, you work out this morning?" He goes, 7 a.m. He goes, 7 a.m.? Hell, I was already up at 5, clanging and banging. Come on.
Did Jimmy retire? I think he's still bumping. He's not bumping no more?
He retired. It was, he did, when the last thing I did with him was the Oktoberfest, of course.
I'm going to check your page. See if you
he tried to do, he spanned over 7 decades.
That's insane.
I mean, granted, the last decade he got into, 2020 was that decade.
Yeah.
So he retired early on, but he is doing meet and greets still. I know that. If the meet and greet, yeah, because he's doing Bobby Fulton's meet and greet.
That's true. He is.
He is. I might be able to see him there. Might be able to get the interview there.
March 11th.
Yeah.
X-Pac, Jimmy,
And a referee.
Referee so far.
Yeah. I can't think of the referee's name, unfortunately. However, where was I? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Jimmy Valiant was doing the Oktoberfest with me, and he told me, he's like, well, I want to do 7 decades, and he did. He got out of it, but yeah, he'll be with us if we go to that one. So we can do an interview there for sure.
Oh, we need him before then.
Well, I could try to get him, but
call him up
right now.
Call him up.
No, I'm not calling him up. No.
Call Mark Tindrak back.
Why?
Call Eric Draven.
I'll call Eric Draven right now.
Okay.
I'll call Eric Draven right now. I'll be like, Eric Draven, you want to you want to come live on the podcast? I'll call him right now.
So Smoky Mountain Hillbilly, why did you subscribe?
I'm calling Eric Draven right now. You told me to.
Hey, you put him on speakerphone.
No, I'm going to.
No, the audience needs to hear the live reaction.
Hello, we were just talking about you.
Really? Because
We were talking about you because me and you were apparently making fun of Kristen for saying signage on the way to Newport Aquarium that time.
Maybe you're actually live on my podcast right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm talking to you on the podcast.
Okay, that's good. Do you want to come on live?
Are you camera ready?
Are you camera ready? You want to come talk with us?
Not really.
Well,
Okay.
Jeez, Eric Draven. Jeez.
I'm not prepared. Didn't they give me some more notice than that?
Well, I planned on it, but we were just having this moment. He just Brian goes, call Eric Draven. I go, okay, I will.
Draven, give us some phone numbers to call.
Yeah, give us some people to call.
You still got Coco Beware?
Or you just want no OPW guys?
No, we had a few interviews lined up, and since we're being completely transparent with our live audience right now,
reschedule some.
they had to reschedule. All the people tonight rescheduled, so we decided to do a live Q&A session. We had Alex Tapia just come on and ask some questions live via StreamYard, and that's.
We got a guy in here talking about the old school.
Yeah, a gentleman.
Dr. Tom, Tennessee Stud, Jimmy Valiant.
Yeah, we have some guy that
Cornette sucks. Why does Cornette suck?
they're not showing that. It's hidden. It's held for review. You see that?
Who's this?
I don't know, but you just said that out loud, so you might as well show it, I guess. But yeah,
Oh, it's a podcast.
have a good evening, sir. I just want to see if you want to come on.
Sorry, not ready.
That's okay. Well, we're going to do something.
It's another podcast.
We will-
Let's have them come on.
We'll do something more formal later on.
Right enough.
All right, bye.
Well, Cornette tends to block people. Now, he's not quite the blocker like Teddy Long, apparently.
Oh. Sorry, I'm messaging the wife.
Why did Cornette block you? Might I ask? And thank you for being a subscriber since the start. It came from the Morty and Beard channel.
Oh, who's that?
Smoky Mountain Hillbilly.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got 6 people in here. Anybody else want to come? Let's talk wrestling. Let's talk.
Does anybody want to come talk wrestling like Alex just did? If you do, send us an email at developmentallySpeakingPodcast@gmail.com. I'll bring it up right now to see if you're there. Anybody's there. Let's see here.
Okay. Checking out this channel here. Let's see. Who's missing? Have you ever heard of this channel? I'm sure they've never heard of us.
Let's see it.
BACC Sports. Seem newer.
They got the subs.
They do.
Good for them. Good for them. I like it.
He couldn't handle the truth. We laid down the challenge. He got scared. Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're more of a confrontational podcast. See, we're informational. So it'd be a pretty cool yin and yang to talk with them live sometime, for sure. People tell us we should be more confrontational, but I think that's what makes us different, is that we like to just talk.
Anybody's favorite episodes, guests you want to come on, nothing's off the table. We pretty much can contact whoever, whether it happens or not, I don't know. There's a lot, like we were talking with Alex, there's a lot of people in conversation trying to make it happen. Everything's expanding and growing. You know, we're doing the convention scene. We are growing. You know, we have Heroes and Legends next weekend. We'll be there Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Come out, you know, Eric Redbeard, Godfather.
He's going to be in that one too?
And or Papa Shango. Yeah.
Wow.
Hollywood from Glow, who we interviewed.
Oh, that'd be cool to see her.
She's going to be there. Phineas Godwin, Henry O. Godwin.
You know, so after...
Lay it on me, baby. Not afraid to speak or might see. That's how I used to
Speaking your
be.
mind is actually a synonym of confrontational.
Where are you guys out of?
in today's world.
Where are you guys out of? What kind of podcast you doing?
Yeah.
Looking for that shoot interview. What are we doing here?
I just did a shoot interview the other day.
You did. You put the podcast over. I'm proud of you. I'm thankful for you. And then we've got after.
I put the podcast over on local radio.
If you guys know of any conventions in the Midwest, send them our way. I know we're gonna do some stuff with Time Warp down in Ashland, Kentucky.
Would love to.
We're doing Heroes and Legends this year. We're doing Squared Circle Expo in April. They've already announced Kurt Angle, and they announced MJF.
Wow, it's an exciting one
last
for me.
night. I really enjoy doing the conventions. I like seeing people get involved, get engaged. I like seeing people happy.
Before we know it, the Squared Circle will be happening. We need to get whoever we're bringing lined up, because I think. Okay, a poll to the people that are in here right now.
Okay, Minnesota, New Jersey, Indiana. Yes, we are in Indiana. You guys should send us an email later and let's talk here. Maybe do some cross-promotional stuff.
That'd be pretty cool.
Go ahead, and then I'll cover the cross-promotional.
What I was, you wipe my brain now it works. I don't know what I was talking about.
Conventions,
yes. So, who do you think, if we could pull from, would be? Because we have 3 shows, right? We have Developmentally Speaking, we have Glow Up, we have Connecting Through Wrestling, which currently Connecting Through Wrestling is
open forum.
An open forum, but we are focusing a lot on NWA superstar wrestlers. I hate saying superstars. Why did I say that? NWA wrestlers.
Because why? What is the NWA, Morty?
It's professional frickin' wrestling is what it is.
In the sports entertainment world.
In the sports entertainment world. So, should we bring in, try to bring in somebody from OVW? Should we try to bring in somebody from Glow? Should we try to bring in someone from NWA? Should we try to bring in one from each? Should we try to do a panel from one of them? Like do a panel from OVW, do a panel from Glow? What would people want to see? Because what I've noticed at these conventions is there isn't a big variety. Like Squared Circle Expo, cool as could be. You had Legends and you had AEW. That's what you had.
Well, I mean, you got to go with what the commodity. What's the hot commodity? You know what I mean? Now, Squared Circle was supposed to do the first one, and then the pandemic hit, and then they had Arn Anderson, they had all kinds of people lined up. Double Force. Then they had to reschedule for next year. Not everybody's on the same schedule. I went, by myself to the first one. Loved it. They had all kinds of people at the first one. Second one, AEW was a big, big focus because AEW was what was hot.
Right.
This next year 3, man, they're going all in, and it's going to cover a lot of bases, past, present, future. Ed is a fantastic person. Through Squared Circle Expo, every time I've dealt with him, he's always been nice. He's always been very helpful with anything. He's always.
I forgot that. That's who that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always taking care of you. Would you say that? Ed answered any question, any email, any message when you're at the convention, taking care of you if you need anything. I don't know how that man sleeps when those conventions are going on. So if you're in the Midwest, I would highly recommend checking it out. Get your tickets because it was packed. You should have seen Morty working at Squared Circle. That was a surreal moment. We set up the table and we never really deep dived into that. That was our first convention. Have you tried Jimmy Hart? He's doing a lot of conversation. I hear he's hard for publicity. So I was given Jimmy's contact info. We met Jimmy in Sevierville. He loves the mutton chops.
That's a fun one.
Morty's over with him.
Oh my gosh, he walks in and he was like, BACC Sports, I sent you a message on here. See, there's your picture. So
we're trying to put you over like Romer, baby.
Nobody's over like Scott Romer.
Scott Romer's coming on the show.
Yeah, Scott Romer. Woo! Anyway,
AAA English broadcaster.
Is he driving all the way here?
Larry Dallas.
He didn't answer my question. Is he driving all the way here to be on the show?
Funny story. So funny. Before, what was the story? I'm going to tell the driving story real quick.
Okay.
What was the story before that?
Shoot, I don't know.
Jimmy Hart.
So we're in Sevierville, Tennessee at Heroes and Legends. And we're set up and in walks Jimmy Hart. I've never met the man. I was kind of marking out because it's Jimmy Hart. I'm a professional wrestling manager and there's one of the best walking in. And I'm sitting there and I hear him go, where's my table? And I'm like, right over here, sir. I stood up and he goes, oh, thank you, baby. I love them mutton chops. Those look good. Give me a hug. And he hugs me, and I'm just like, he's so tiny, like compared to me. He's like, you're so, and I'm like hugging him, and I look over at Emerald, my wife, and I'm like, it's Jimmy Hart. It's like if I could kind of reenact. Here's Jimmy Hart. I just. Like freaking out because it's Jimmy Hart. You know what I mean? Like how in the world?
So yeah, I do have his contact info. I also have One Man Gang's contact info. I'm trying to set everything up, and all of this is timing. So there's a lot in the pipeline, And so before we're going back to Chillicothe here.
Chillicothe, which was the big time wrestling.
Bobby Fulton, Dylan Hines.
Yeah, the best booker in professional wrestling.
So we started.
Rip Rogers said so.
I fill up Morty's car.
We're going with this story.
So I fill up his car, $50. We get to Indy. Scott's got this brand new nice car, roomy as hell, comfortable, so comfortable. Morty slept. Take a little nap.
I can sleep in my car too, even while I'm driving. I've done it plenty of times.
You know, so obviously me and Morty were gonna split gas, and because I'm not gonna make the guests, our guests pay for nothing. That's rude. And so it's Morty's time to get gas. I'm thinking he's gonna spend the same amount. His car takes premium. Morty dropped $100. Oh, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, it's like my wife's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. It's over. I'm done.
It was.
Oh man.
So it was fun.
Good.
If you guys don't know who Rip Rogers is, you need to learn quickly. He trained all the top stars.
Absolutely. We have an episode about him. Season 1. Go check it out.
If you don't know who Scott Romer is, he is a world-renowned wrestling photographer.
Oh,
son-in-law, Dick the Bruiser.
He's not just a wrestling photographer. He's just a photographer. The man
Presidents.
The man has done... He has a book. And
My life through the... What is it? Lens camera?
When it was, right?
When it was, yes.
Yep. And it's... Whew, the book is great. You can read about how he did some work for the Yakuza. Like, wow!
He got a lot of... Like, if you're into that, like... Wrestling, he's got some beautiful pictures.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, which I'm sure you are, add Scott Romer. Mm-hmm. Message him and figure out a way to get that book.
He's a wealth of knowledge.
Same with Rip Rogers. Add Rip Rogers. Buy his book.
He is a world-renowned photographer, and I mean that on every level. And Morty saw that firsthand. There was a very touching moment between two people who have not seen each other in years.
Dude, I loved that. I
and
loved
two
that.
wrestlers. Who was it? Bushwhacker Luke, right?
And Nord, right?
And Berserker.
Nord the Barbarian, the Berserker.
Yeah.
Yes. It was beautiful. And I would love to see this picture. I would have to ask Scott for me to... I would love for him to share that. It was beautiful. Scott has an eye for moments. Like, he sees them coming before they happen. I mean, even before this happened, he had his camera, and it was up, and seeing them look at each other like they hadn't seen each other in years. Clearly,
Berserker's been going for a while.
Yeah, and Berserker wasn't doing very well for a while.
No.
That
man is...
He literally kicked out at 2 3/4.
Nicest man I've ever met.
So cool. Awesome dude. But there's this moment where they're hugging, and Romer took this candid shot. It was beautiful. And I noticed, I looked at Romer, I said, that's why you are a world-renowned photographer. I'm like, that right there, you see things that most people don't see.
Oh, yeah. Can we get the New Age Outlaws?
I do believe we could probably get Billy Gunn easier than Road Dogg.
He does a few. I'd have to reach out. I know he does a podcast with Ryan Katz, but they're both recently rehired by WWE. That doesn't exclude them because they're not on-air talent, so it's different. So when I bring TJ on, I don't have to get permission from WWE because he's a producer. He can just do it. So I think it's different.
These people probably don't necessarily know who you mean when you say TJ.
Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Talk about Ronda versus Liv at pay-per-view. Sorry, I thought it was, well... So, Liv Morgan.
Here's a surprise for all of you. I didn't watch it. I I don't go out of the way to watch things unless he tells me to, and he didn't tell me to watch that, so I didn't watch it. I did see pictures of Liv being choked out. Is that how it ended?
So here's the thing: you don't want too much Ronda. We're building stars here. Triple H is building stars,
Right.
okay? Liv will be a future. It's her time. Ronda's gonna be.
Is it her time?
It is her time.
Okay. Okay.
You're not a Liv. You're not a Liv person, huh?
Okay, so we're gonna turn this in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to get your knee away from my testicles. Okay. All right. I am.
No, they can't see me.
I am. Scoot this way. Okay. Here. I am not a Liv person.
Okay, why?
I don't. She's not good on the mic.
Okay.
She is, in my eyes.
Morty, you are my hero for not watching it. I want it out of my memory.
Oh, okay.
You're over, bud.
Over like Scott Romer. Liv is, in my mind,
Okay.
a watered down Mandy Rose. And Mandy's not something you can really water down because she's about as watery as you can get.
Now, you're only saying this because of how everybody was introduced to Liv and how they've used her until Triple H took over. And I'm big on Triple H's new movement.
Right.
Just like Karrion Kross. You have to get that helmet shit out of your head. That never happened.
But it did.
But it didn't.
But it did. I bet if I search it, you could find it online. Okay?
Are you saying you're not ready for her to be in the spot she's in yet?
I'm saying repackage her.
Okay. Which is what they're doing.
With a brand new gimmick, brand new name, everything. If you want somebody to be forgotten what they were, change it up.
Okay, Laurinaitis, let's calm it down.
Right, but I see that point too. But I just...
Listen, Laurinaitis, we'll talk about Laurinaitis here for a second. Laurinaitis' booking style was, see this wall right here? We're going to throw shit against the wall.
See if it sticks.
And see if it sticks.
Right, which is
If it
stupid.
doesn't stick the first time, we're going to release it. That's the problem for the last, since Jim Ross left Talent Relations.
Let me see the phone. Yeah.
That's the issue. Match is awful. If I can hit either one of you with a baseball bat and like 10 times, you can get up. I'll give you $100. Why is that blocked?
It's talk about violence, so go ahead and so we see BACC's comment, and yeah, hide it. Yeah, the talk about how there was a baseball bat used multiple times in the match.
So
and which I didn't know that, but that would piss me off. I am a person who thinks that wrestling still needs to have some sort of reality to it. It needs to. Everybody knows that's predetermined, and if you don't, sorry to burst your bubble. Wrestling's predetermined, but
this guy, the balls on this.
But
guy.
there is still a reality you have to keep. It's not kayfabe like it used to be. Okay, kayfabe back when everybody was a mark, and you actually had to keep it real. There's a modified kayfabe now, right? It's the same concept as you have a wrestling show. The main event is just.
Thank you, BACC.
Thanks. You have a wrestling show. The main event is a championship match, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the show, you have a hardcore match, or whatever you want to call it now. No holds barred. Whatever the hell they want to call it. And those two guys beat the crap out of each other with steel chairs for 15 minutes, and then finally somebody gets pinned, right?
Right.
What did I just say?
Championship match.
No, what did I just say?
Baseball. I am interacting with our fans.
That was not that. That was your number one fan. That was who you're interacting with.
I'll drop you. I get your point.
And then all of a sudden the main event match comes around, and the heel hits the babyface with a steel chair and pins him 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't the hardcore wrestlers the champions? They could take getting with a hit with a steel chair a million times. It makes no sense. There's no reality to it.
Are you the baddest woman on the planet?
No, no, I'm not. But I don't care how bad you are.
Morty is
I don't care how bad you are. If you get
yin and yang here, because Morty's still stuck in the time period of over the top ropes disqualification.
As it should be.
For the longest time, I was into the kicky flippy shit. It's how I was brought into the business. It's the only company I worked for. It's just.
I work for a Memphis style company, so
can you get Wendy Richter? Now I have reached out to Wendy, and Rockin' Robin is gonna come on. What's her name?
Leilani Kai.
Yes, talking with her. One more time.
Leilani Kai. I can't ever say it there. Leilani Kai. There it is.
All talking to everybody.
It's a mouthful.
Next public appearance is Fort Wayne, Indiana, Heroes and Legends next weekend, Friday, Saturday. After that, so far it will be April. Is it 6th and 7th? When is that?
Not sure. I have not.
It's
It's
the
so
beginning
far
of
away.
April in Indianapolis.
There's a chance we might go back to Chillicothe.
Oh, that is Chillicothe. March 11th.
Yeah.
We'll be in Chillicothe, Ohio. There's Scott Romer. So, order of appearance so far. Next weekend, October 28th, 29th, Fort Wayne, Indiana. March 11th, 2023, Chillicothe, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And then April 7th and 8th, Indianapolis, Indiana, with Squared Circle Expo.
Yeah.
I will also be in California for WrestleMania.
I will not.
There. Morty's not going this year.
Hoping to go to
Next
Philadelphia.
year, Philadelphia. Emerald, they got all kinds of food. Structures. The Rocky Steps. You guys want to see Morty?
Do you think my wife has ever watched Rocky?
Just saying.
Do you think she gives a flying rat's ass?
If I
about
get Morty
Rocky?
booked on an event there,
If you get me booked on an event, get me booked.
where you want to work at?
Who's gonna be there?
Well, there'll be all kinds of wrestling shows, bud.
Get me booked.
All right,
see,
all right,
see,
all right.
see what you get. Who can you get me booked managing
So I'll be
as a
there.
one-off?
I think me and my lovely lady.
Lovely ladies. I will say 9:30 is probably going to be our ending point on this.
You'll stay up all night.
9:30 is going to be the ending point.
No, all night.
He'll
baby.
be here after 9:30. I'm going to go inside.
All night, baby.
No, I got to go inside.
Why?
What?
Whoa, that looked a little weird. Wow, my bad.
That's not the reason
it
why,
wasn't Rhonda
folks. That's
getting
not
hit.
what.
It was Liv by the baddest woman on the planet, so yeah, she shouldn't get up. Facts.
What? Who?
It wasn't Rhonda getting hit, it was Liv by the baddest woman on the planet, so yeah, she shouldn't get up. That's very true. If she's the baddest woman on the planet, she shouldn't get up.
Let's say the carpetbagger is still the champion down there at the bottom. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
The carpetbagger is not. The carpetbagger does have a belt. He has the belt that he got when he got 100,000 subscribers. Somebody made it for him and sent it to him. However, he is not the light heavyweight champion at Supreme anymore. I believe that's Steven Storm or.
You guys want to send us stuff? All about it. Oh, why we got people in here? There will be a sale. I got an email today. If you have not picked up your Developmentally Speaking Glow Up or Connecting Through Wrestling t-shirts, this weekend there will be a sale. I think I can share this information. A customer appreciation sale from October 21st through the 24th. 20% off from Pro Wrestling Tees. Just use the code Thank You.
Thank you.
And we usually do really
All together,
well.
no spaces.
Yeah. We usually do really well with these sales. So if that's going to be your time to get it, get it. Yeah. We appreciate it. We've sold quite a few shirts. And that money, helps us for hotels and conventions and stuff. And now there's some money stuck in PayPal and I can't get it out.
And stuff.
it's all podcast stuff. All of this is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get the money out of PayPal. So there's some in there.
You got money stuck in PayPal?
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's never been stuck before.
Wow.
But when will we see an interview with the Blue Beetle? We won't.
Who asked that? Okay. Well, let's make this a deal. Okay, BACC. I will do my best to get an interview with the Blue Beetle.
We could do it live from AEW when they come back to Indianapolis.
Blue Beetle.
Get it? Because you didn't pay me back for the ticket.
Yeah. I get that. But anyway.
Jason in Michigan, did that leave a scar, a carpetbagger scar? Hell yeah, he's got a big old scar on his damn leg. Morty, take your pants off. Show the people. Stand on this table.
Hang on. Let me see if I can.
He's going to high kick it up, folks.
I can't high kick that high.
Here, I got you. I got your front. Let's go.
I have an idea. Hang on. Watch this. Watch me make it happen.
I'm in my damn Jamie's here.
Do you want to see the scar that Carpetbagger left? Oh, okay.
Oh, here, I'll put the link in the...
That's what I'm doing. Oh, somebody wanting to come on?
No, for T-shirts this weekend.
Oh, cool.
I hate when it separates everything. Why? Okay. Blue Beetle.
Make you a deal. We'll try to bring the Blue Beetle on as soon as we hit 500 subs. So if you help that push, we'll do it.
Yeah, if you can help, listen. We want to keep bringing this content. We want to keep... I think this is the only time we've ever really done this, and I feel like it's very successful. I like interacting with these people. A lot of good... these people. Probably shouldn't say that.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Okay.
Morty over here.
All right. One second.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you. Oh, look, there's ODB.
ODB?
Yeah. What's that stand for?
ODB's on here?
She sent me a message.
Oh, okay. One second, y'all. I'm going to... people want to see the scar, so here we go. We're just going to call this Morty's Scar.
Taking a picture?
Oh, that's not the word scar. That's not the word scar. There we go. Morty's Scar. All right. You're going to hear me twice. It's going to be weird.
Sorry, folks. I'm in my jammies. Yeah. Look at that bad. Oh. Look at that bad boy.
It doesn't look good. It looks gross. That's what it's dry. It's gross.
I appreciate you subscribing. I shall subscribe to yours as well.
All right.
Send us some of them followers you got there. Throw us
a little straightforward there, bub.
Yeah, just throw it our way, Oh, you streamed yourself in?
I did. Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention at all.
I do. It's probably the ADHD.
So it's gross. It did not heal well.
That's what
What I'll finish telling the story about the scar.
How bad is the arthritis on that?
Oh, it's pretty bad. It hurts. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. It's not necessarily arthritis, but whenever the barometric pressure changes, I could tell in that scar. Weirdest thing in the world. But
Morty will shave his chops off for 500 subs.
no, I won't. That's no.
You don't grow back.
I know I won't do that. But here's the thing about the scar.
Jason Michigan said, "Holy stars!"
Yeah. Jacob the carpetbagger did that to me via a picture frame. Broke it over my head, knocked me out. They dropped me in the glass, cut my leg up.
They power right in the kisser.
So here's the thing about that scar. Got 10 staples. There's actually a short on our channel about it. If you want to see that short, it's somewhere in there. That talks about my scar. I think it's called the carpetbagger incident. And
Carpetbagger show him what was up.
Boom,
I
boom,
personally
boom.
feel like he deserved it.
10 staples to the leg. And the doctor, when it came down to it, it was like 3 weeks later, he looked at it and goes, yeah, we can take those out. Or maybe it was, yeah. And he took them out and he put the steri strips down. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Don't want me to tell the story?
No. Fine. 500 subs and we'll get the Beetle on.
500 subs and we'll get the Beetle on here.
Is that the Beetle?
No. But anyway, they put the steri strips on, and me being the guy I am, I couldn't get out of wrestling. I couldn't stop and let it heal. So
Bet you don't have to watch the Weatherman no more.
the next show, it broke. The steri strips pulled, and it reopened. And I wasn't going back to the hospital to get it. So
Because he's a man.
it took 6 months for it to heal from the inside out because I'm fat. That part of my shin is really tight. So it just kept pulling. What?
Nothing.
Part of my shin is really tight. He's a pervert, folks. But it kept pulling. And so I had to, and on top of everything, like, the skin around it looks messed up too because I put, those
Wow.
Band-Aids.
We're getting deep.
It was a deep cut. You know the Band-Aids that have the antibacterial stuff in them?
Mm-hmm.
Put that on there. It gave me a freaking chemical burn.
Idiot.
So, yeah. That's why it looks like that. It's a gnarly scar. I feel the barometric pressure change in it sometimes. It's like,
Whoa, Slam.
that's because you hit the table.
Yeah, well, easy with it. I said I was going to talk about this earlier. I forgot until now. We are reaching out to other podcasts reaching out to us. We're going on a media scrum tour. Help spread awareness for our product. Help
Media
spread
what?
Scrum, is that right?
Media scrum?
Yeah, If I can get all the little microphones down here, I'll do her, bud. Don't you worry. Reporting to you live. Here, hold this. This is how me and Morty's professional wrestling relationship started years ago.
I can bring that video up.
No, let's not.
You want me to bring that up?
No, because that's a whole different story.
I'm going to bring that video
No,
up right
hold
now.
on. No.
We're going to bring that video up right now.
So we're trying to do some
I'm
some
gonna find that video.
podcasts. If you guys, no, don't do it. Don't be a dick.
We didn't have no way to promote.
Trying to leave my 9 to 5 to bring you all this great content, and I've been in touch.
That was my favorite line from that video.
You're an idiot.
You go, we didn't have no way to promote.
We were like 20. That was like 14 years ago.
Oh, it was 2008. You are correct. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was a good year. So, did you know what happens at media scrums punk around? Okay, so we're going to go on other people's podcasts, and if other people like to come on our podcast,
And we're just going to shoot the shit. It's going to be awesome.
Personally, I'm a fan of Scotty Goldman.
I mean, I met him at Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came into back when I was still a manager at Arby's, back in the shoot job. Scotty Goldman and what's the guy that did the commentary with him? Marty? Is that Mark?
When you went to my $5 wrestling show that I shot?
He was on the way to it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What's his name?
Marty.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes.
So they were on the way to $5 wrestling. It was in Charlestown.
Mm-hmm.
And they stopped at Arby's and Seymour, and I got a picture with him.
It was a great show.
He was super nice. I gave him his food for free because he didn't ask for it. Do you know the story of the person who asked for it?
Boom, boom, no.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna tell that story real fast. Totally not related to wrestling. I was working the drive-thru.
There's more people coming in here. Keep telling stories.
Okay, I will. I was working I was working the window at the Arby's in Seymour, Indiana. This is back when I still worked there as a manager. And a guy pulls up.
That's back when he used to let Brian, back when I could drink alcohol, make his own sandwiches, but proceed.
I never did that, ever. But anyway, we... Loading, buffering. Sorry. I've had COVID like 3 times, so my brain's gone. And I've hit it so many times in wrestling, I can't remember anything. Okay. Stop. Let me get through the whole story. Arby's drive-thru, working it. I was a manager at the time. Guy pulls up in a black van. I'd never seen the guy before, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" I'm like, "How's it going? Your total $7.98 or whatever it was. It wasn't that expensive."
Arby's $7.98.
This was a few years back.
Okay.
A few years back, he got like a number 1. It was a regular roast beef meal, I believe, back in the day. And he was like, "Do you know who I am?" No, I don't. He goes, "My name's Jelly Roll." I'm like, "Hey, I'm Matt. Some people call me Morty. Nice to meet you, man." He's like, "Cool." He goes, I do music." I'm like, "Oh, cool. That's awesome. Total $7.98." And
you're not going to come on my show and tell me you disrespected Jelly Roll.
I did. I didn't know who he was. But what type of person comes to the drive-thru and goes, "Hey, man, do you know who I am?" If you have to ask, then you're not that big a deal.
Well, you got to, because if you don't, you get what Cornette did to that poor girl at Wendy's. Okay? Don't you sass me.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, he's like, "You really don't know who I No. This was right around the time when he kept getting in trouble for selling CDs in Walmart parking lots or whatever. There was like, you know what I'm talking about?
I'd let Jelly Roll sell a CD at Walmart.
You know what I'm saying? They had like that bus and everything. It was around that time. But yeah, so I like, well, 1 second. I'm sorry. I have no clue who you are. So I go back. I'm like, "Hey, does anybody here know who Jelly Roll is?" This guy goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "He's right here in the drive-thru," and he flipped his shit. Mm-hmm. Like, "Oh my God!" This was before he had this big song now. So yeah, Jelly Roll has this big song now. But after he signed an autograph for the coworker, I walked over there and I said, "Hey man, sorry I don't know who you are, but thanks for signing that autograph." He's like, "No problem, man." I'm like, "Yeah, it's $7.98.
Disrespectful.
What? Just because he's famous means he gets free food?
Number 1, Jelly Roll's not getting a number 1.
Just because he's
number 1.
Just because famous, he deserves free food? Why? He already has money. Why do you? If he's famous, you assume that he has money. Why do we live in this?
No. He shouldn't have done that. No.
He shouldn't have done that?
No.
You agree then?
Yes.
Okay.
When I lived in Tampa, and I would go out 10 years ago, Brian moved to Tampa, loves the developmental system, was around FCW, bunch of friends got signed. Basically, they're like, "We've got the free money, you don't have to pay for anything." No, that's not how it works. We take turns, we do whatever. I'm not taking advantage of anything. It got to the point where when me and TJ would go out, we'd have to race who would get there first, and then they would buy it. You know what I mean? Instead of just getting whatever for free, and then like we go out to eat or something, then we're sitting over there eating, and there's people the whole time
just wanting to.
I'm like, just come. I was a Scott Romer, professional photographer. Every time I went out to eat,
That take pictures.
there was a guy in a wheelchair that kept going by, and he's like, "You Tyson kid?" He's like, "Yeah."
I'm just saying.
That's true. Maybe they'll do a good review.
What?
Rich people get free stuff all the time.
Right. They do. It's part of the whole rich get richer and the poor get poorer situation.
No, I mean, if Brett the Hitman Hart
Who?
comes into my job, you think I'm gonna bring? No, take it all, bud. Take her all. Would you?
I would ring him up. Oh, I would. I would tell him.
Would you make Ricky Morton pay?
Yes. I would make any person pay.
You are disrespectful to this business.
I would. Look, I would. If it was, it's different. I'm working a job.
So they shouldn't. What is it, like a date and you're reaching for the ticket? I mean, if they reach for the ticket, then you take care of them?
No. I'm working a job, right?
Yep.
And if it's a famous person, and I know who it is, and they don't insinuate that they want free food, but I ask them for a picture, and they give me a picture, yeah, I'm going to...
Shill in the house, bud.
What?
You just shill in the house after you get your picture?
You know what I'm saying? They're good.
You take care of them after the picture?
Absolutely.
All right.
But you don't... It isn't like... If you and I were going out to eat...
Because we're world renowned.
I would have no... Yeah, world renowned. I would have no problem... Let's say we didn't know each other. Mm-hmm. And I saw you out somewhere, and you were famous. And I knew who you were. I would offer you some sort of monetary thing for an autograph. I wouldn't just ask for an autograph. But when I work somewhere...
Maybe one roast beef, maybe two.
right. But when I work somewhere, and somebody comes through automatically thinking they deserve that, ain't nobody deserves anything. Yeah. There's nobody in this world
he's shooting. He's shooting.
There is... I'm sorry. I don't care.
Way to go.
What?
He's big now. He's a member of the Grand Ole Opry. That's true.
Who? Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm still not giving him free food if he comes through expecting it.
Oh my God. Okay.
That doesn't make sense. If you stay humble. That's one thing that I've always believed. Mm-hmm. Stay humble. I don't go through anywhere expecting that I'm going to get free stuff except for Arby's. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because I devoted 15 years of my life to that place. But when somebody comes through the drive-thru and expects me to give them free food, they can right off. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no reason.
Jason of Michigan, way to go. Look what you did, bud.
What?
Getting them going.
I'm sorry. It's one of those things where why... I don't get it. I mean, if it's somebody, I would be more apt to see somebody come through with a, Operation Iraqi Freedom hat on and give them free food than have somebody famous come through and expect it.
You gonna make Ric Flair pay for his roast beef and cheddar?
He's got the money, yeah.
He don't have the money.
I'm sure he'll be fine. If he doesn't have the money, then what's he doing in friggin' Arby's?
The balls on this man. You're going to charge the nature boy.
Yes! There are certain situations... If he expects it, if he's super nice and down to earth...
You didn't give Morty Stinks photocopies for free for my kid. You selfish son of a...
What was it?
Hell, I don't even get Morty Stinks photocopies for free for my kid.
Nobody does. I gotta make merch money somehow, bud. My God. I don't get it.
Where's all your developmentally speaking merch, bud?
I had cards and everything on the...
Where's the 8x10s?
Of you and I? Print some off. I'll sell the hell out of them. I don't care.
The audacity to charge Ric Flair for a roast beef and...
I don't care who it is.
Nate, I know you're watching.
Yeah, he's... Yeah.
I apologize on behalf.
Just ready. He's ready to go.
Blankenship
Get over it. That's all. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me for somebody.
So
to come.
If there is conventions, if there's podcasts, if there's stuff that we need to know,
don't come up to me expecting anything.
Don't even look at our booth. Apparently,
keep on walking. No, I don't know, man.
And you know what? He gets on these things going like, if people aren't receptive, then he starts Carney calling them.
Oh, and I'm good at it.
He does from the table.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good at it. I don't care.
You got Underfaker over there.
Underfaker! The Underfaker! There's this guy walked by at Squared Circle, and he was dressed up as Undertaker. And I said, and he just walked on by. I said, hey, Underfaker, come here. And he looks at me like, what'd you just call me? I'm like, yeah, Underfaker, come here. That's a pretty cool get-up. You like podcasts? Here's my card. Scan that QR code.
Are we going to do the Monty Brown thing? Are you talking about the pounds? Or did he do something, or are we just going to disappear off of ECW? Or what are we talking here?
I don't know what we're talking about here.
I was a fan of Monty Brown. What was his name? Marcus Corvon.
Marcus Corvon.
Yes, we need to spread awareness to this. We've got cards. We're getting 8x10s. Apparently, Maury's going to sell the hell out of them.
I'll try. I mean, if you would come to these wrestling shows that I'm at and sit at the booth with me, it'd be more likely because we're both there and you could autograph it too.
That's true. So what you're saying is that they should put the Developmentally Speaking logo on the flyer in our hometown to represent us.
They already know that I'm going to be there. I'm on the flyer.
I need someone to comment. If there is a show in our hometown, should it have both of us on it? If it's a wrestling show, should it have the Developmentally Speaking logo on it? Self-awareness for the product. We're a wrestling podcast. There's a wrestling show. And Developmentally Speaking's there. Should there be any kind of Developmentally Speaking advertising on said flyer?
So we have Jason in Michigan, and then we have Jason. You want to do the Monty Brown, like do the pounce? Is that what?
I'll pounce.
Well, at one point, I had. I don't know if this person knows me from that one point in time. I was going to do a.
Yeah, let me look at him here. You keep talking.
It won't let me do it. So yeah, you had to do it. Nothing, right?
Yep.
Jason, who are you? Not Jason from Michigan, but the other Jason. Tell us who you are.
Man, we got free T-shirts and koozies. What the hell?
BACC Sports got free shirts.
I can't even get on the damn flyer.
No, this is them talking about their own podcast.
Oh, okay.
They got the monies so they can do.
The monies.
They can do the shirts and the koozies and give them out for free.
I got the monies.
Yeah, well, figure out some free swag to give people.
Rally towels, baby. The boomsticks. Back when we did Dragon Gate shows, they had these two little booms.
Yeah.
Everyone hated them. Hated them.
Who, the workers or the?
Yeah, and it sounded like a bunch of damn bees flying around. We want swag. What kind of swag you want?
Yeah.
We'll start tossing out the swag when we hit that 500 subscribers.
Oh, that's a good idea. Guys, share the crap out of this. Get us to 500 subs, and we will start making swag bags. And if you come to a convention, you'll get a swag bag. How's that sound? Yeah.
I think it's swagtastic.
I think we can make we'll get some pins and magnets and koozies and chapstick. Have all of our logos on it.
Do you know if they're going to have another Wrestling Legends variable? They are. When is that? He's already starting to book.
He's already starting to
book for it. I don't know if the Sevierville one is more of a wrestling.
I think it's a multi-purpose show with a wrestling event at the end. We talking about the Beetle again?
Call the Beetle. Call the Beetle.
We also want the interview of Jim Cornette. Can the Beetle give away the first swag?
Call the Beetle.
It's 9:40 p.m.
That's
I'm not
fine.
calling him.
It's fine.
He has a child.
I've got 3.
I know, but I'm not doing that.
The interview with Cornette. So the interview with Cornette is a work in progress. He does a lot more. He shoots a lot with his podcast.
We already went past the 9:30 point, so now we're going to go to 10 because that's when I'm going to be done. I'm sorry,
10,
folks.
220?
10 o'clock. 10, 220. 1-800-CALLATT.
Regardless of your opinion on James E. Cornette,
Brought to you by Snickers Cruncher.
developmentally speaking, wouldn't be possible without people like Danny Davis, Rip Rogers, or Jim Cornette.
Yeah. Or else no.
So he... Yeah. So, an interview with
Or
Cornette
Robert Gibson.
is a must. I actually reached out to Greg Gagne the other day. All kinds of people. All kinds.
Greg Gagne? Is that Greg Gagne? Not pronounced Gagne.
I don't think it's Gagne, but I could be wrong. Did Jeff Hardy get sentenced yet? I don't know. He kind of disappeared a little.
That would be a question for Alex that was on here just a while ago. He's a big Hardy fan.
I know that Bobby Fulton wanted to get the Hardys for his Chillicothe event, so I don't know.
Yeah, they said that they've still got some issues.
I would
Please
love
do
to do Cornette.
We're trying. I mean, we're not the person to ask please to. If you want to ask Cornette to please do our podcast, to put the bug in his ear.
Yeah, just don't ask BACC Sports, because they ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
I would even do an episode on Stacy, because, she manages the Disciples.
Of Sin.
For all you OVW fans, Dean Hill, I believe the first ever podcast he did
That's a good look, isn't it?
was our podcast.
That's a good luck.
So trying to get Nightmare Danny Davis on.
I gotta stop.
All kinds of people. So, yes, we just started season 4 with Rory McAllister.
Rory! Sorry.
Very good interview. He goes on about he is the first Scottish wrestler, not Drew McIntyre.
Now he does talk about that.
Don't get it twisted.
Wow. I can't ask him. He blocked me.
See? He can't help us. Appreciate it. Gotta ask, what's with the Beetle? You a fan?
Yeah. Yeah. Big fan of the Blue Beetle.
And I'm not being mean when I say this, but I mean, Braden Walker, he's gonna kick your brains in. Like, what?
The Blue Beetle was over with kids. Okay. Very much so. And then I retired the Blue Beetle. But yeah.
Let me see if the Beetle's up. Maybe we can squash this right here live.
There's that laugh. There it is. You did it. It's
Active 10 minutes ago. You guys want Morty to call the Blue Beetle?
Have you guys shared this this live stream and liked it?
You'll try and ask who? You'll try to ask Jim Cornette?
Yeah, Smoky Mountain Hillbilly. Thank you. Ask
I
him.
appreciate that.
Try to send him our way. Let him know that we want to tell the story of OVW through the mouth of Jim Cornette.
Through the eyes of a booker, a developmentally
Which I'm sure he's told that story on his channel.
Production.
But we'd like to have it on ours as well.
Okay. Said haunted house. Trust me, I tried to get Morty to go to Cornette's house, but he was afraid to get in the shop.
No way, man! He was like, go knock on the door. I'm like, what? No.
We were down there.
Go in his garage, steal his paper towels. What's wrong with you? Like, no.
Thank you, Smoky Mountain Hillbilly. Appreciate it.
Oh, a certain haunted house. He's talking about the Fear Fair.
The Fair of Fears?
The Fear Fair, which, if you are a fan of the Carpetbagger, you've seen me and him and Beard go through the Fear Fair.
So how was tonight's live stream? Should we do more stuff like this? Should Morty and Brian do adventures? Should we film our experience at Fort Wayne?
I'm going to. This is one of those situations of not giving out free food. I don't care what you say. I'm doing it. Yeah. Or not doing it. I want to do it. Does he still live in Knoxville? Does
Cornette lives in Louisville?
Yeah, Cornette's in Louisville. does.
Kenny Bolin on? No, he's not on.
Like the live Q&As. I do too. We have about 15 minutes. Does anybody want to come on live and talk with us live for the last 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes here?
It shows a different side.
If you do, I want to open up the email right now.
Right now. Is there anybody you guys want to come on the podcast?
Developmentally Speaking podcast at gmail.com. I'm looking for the email right now, and I will send you that link so you can come on.
BACC Sports. I agree. Let's do some cross-promotional work. Matt's got your contact info. Very satisfied with tonight. Like Morty said. I wonder if Jindrak's got back yet, or if he's still doing his thing. I really want to do that Jindrak interview.
Man, I worked hard for that.
Yeah.
It was funny. We, like we said, we try our hardest to bring fresh content as often as possible, but sometimes we can't do it because there's not people have to reschedule and stuff like that. Well, tonight's one of those cases where we had 3 lined up and they all had to reschedule, so we decided to come on here live. But right before we came on live, Brian said that there was a Mark Jindrak was live on what was the show called in Knoxville?
Wrestle Talk?
Wrestle Talk. It was on the local Knoxville channel, and they had a phone number to call, so we called it up. Told him, big fan. Want to thank him for everything he's done for professional wrestling. But I really, really like the developmental territories and talking about OVW, and had a podcast. We talked. I said, so what's your favorite experience at OVW? He talked about getting to work with Cena and stuff like that.
But don't think that OVW was just Cena, Batista, Orton, and Lesnar.
Right, which is his answer is also one of the main reasons why we do this podcast, is so that we can go deeper than that. And that, we're going to go deeper than what he said on Knoxville's TV channel. We're going to go deeper, ask him better questions. And
does anybody know Jindrak personally?
Yeah. But yeah, he said to reach out. He would love to do the podcast. So
I don't know if they're going to do a new season of Heels or not. I know it was big when it first came out.
Heels, yes.
They are doing a new season?
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
What's his face works for both of those shows, right? The Young Rock and Heels, they use.
Morty, tell him about the guy you met at the convention.
Do you want me to continue what I was saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, ADHD.
Hawks. Luke Hawks.
Go deep, Morty. Look what you started. He said he knew what he was doing. He said deep 4 times.
Elbow.
Jesus Murphy. Can we say Jesus Murphy on here?
You can't say Murphy. No, Murphy.
Can't say
Murphy. No go. We're done for. We just got canceled. Can you say canceled?
I don't know. We've had consistent viewers this whole. How long have we been live? Like an hour and a half?
Off and on, yeah.
2 hours.
Been pretty good.
8 to 10. Yeah.
Been pretty good. But well, I don't know what else we're going to talk about.
You were talking about a story.
A story.
Heels.
Oh, Luke Hawks from NWA Wrestling is the guy who's doing the training and stuff. He also played a Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Young Rock.
3 new subs tonight.
Awesome. On the Young Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And he, I'm friends with him on Facebook. And he has been looking for wrestlers to be the body doubles.
Okay.
So they're still, it's either Young Rock or I think it's Heels. Is the one guy, have you watched Heels?
Yes.
Is the one guy from Shameless on Heels? 1 second. I'm going to look right now.
We probably canceled 6 times. Oops. Well, you know.
Oh, man.
It's part of it.
Second here. I'm looking
Anybody
this up.
know of any Midwest I'm assuming most of our fan base is Midwest. Although we are growing in the UK and Canada. I checked the analytics today. And India.
Really?
So I'll be on the lookout for that UK tour coming up. Wink, wink. Double. Give me a double wink.
Like on both sides?
Yeah.
Like that?
It's blinking.
Oh, I thought you meant like that. Like, but he meant just blank.
Get your haircut?
Is it Luke Hawx?
Yeah, he's on there. He plays Stone Cold.
Yeah. Is that who's been sharing that stuff? Well, I think it's him. I may be confused.
He thinks he can. Can we get Freight Train on here? Anybody a fan of Freight Train?
I am. I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan of Freight Train.
Big Fran. The biggest of friends.
First of all, you don't have to be hateful, okay?
Words hurt, you know. Oh, yeah, here. Right. Is that Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's looking for Zac Efron body double for him. But he has a tattoo. They're like, no tattoos. Yeah. Luke Hawx has been sharing stuff like that. Talking about body doubles.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it's for heels. Or, because is Zac Efron on heels?
I think he's doing the Von Erich movie, I know.
Then that's what he's working with. That must be the Von Erich movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, everybody's a wrestling fan.
That's too cool. That's too cool.
You know, this past Saturday in Chiller Coffee, they played, you know, Wolfpack's theme, and you wouldn't even look at me, and I come out around the corner, and I was... Well, you wouldn't look at me. You're too busy talking to Tatanka.
Who, me?
Rude. Yeah, just rude and disrespectful. I'm over here, you know, throwing it up. Big sexy style.
Yeah.
And you know sold me.
Well, that's because you're doing
It's not, I'm an idiot in a
It's 'cause
developmentally speaking shirt, standing by himself, just...
That's because you were doing a big sexy style. That's,
You will not disrespect Big Sexy on my
I can't
podcast.
stand him. You know this.
You will not disrespect
I hate
Kevin
the
Nash.
fact that he's over there in that stupid pull-up.
You will not
poster.
disrespect Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash is a piece of crap. Can't stand him. And I hope he goes to Twitter and says, "Hey, look at this fat piece of garbage." Talk about. I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
Wash your damn mouth.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, we're going to talk trash. We're going to talk trash.
Make some money. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
I respect these men too much.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the studio? Should I show them a little bit?
Huh? Just if you turn the camera towards the TV, it'll do a portal, and let's not do that.
All right, you guys see, she goes up. You know.
That's our. See, we have air conditioning and heat.
Yeah. She's all around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something everybody doesn't see. Look, show my heat. See, I have a personal heater too. You should show that.
No, we got every WrestleMania. You know. Morty's got his little heater over here.
Yeah, it's facing towards the wall.
There you go. Got a couple of green teas there.
Yeah.
So, you know. You said don't do the portal thing?
Don't do it. Oh, that's so weird. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Seriously, it's so weird. Oh, you just let so many spirits in.
Is that good? Are we good? Are we live, pal?
We're still live. You didn't break the Facebook or the YouTube.
No, we got every WrestleMania up here, starting on the Royal Rumbles.
You aren't gonna take them outside the studio so they can see.
No, they shit their pants.
They're like, hey, look out! They're sitting in a shed in his backyard.
More people coming? What do you mean more people coming?
When?
Please elaborate. I need to know if Morty's gonna be able to sleep tonight. Where are we more people coming?
More people incoming. Bloop. They're here to see. They're here to see the Blue Beetle.
Beetle.
Beetle, 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 beetle.
Are we too high? Are we good? Do we look
I'm not
okay?
high at all. Oh, you're talking about on the camera.
Yeah. BACC, don't leave me hanging like that.
Oh, man.
Did you buy us some stuff?
No. Don't do that. He doesn't understand this YouTube thing. Like,
We were up to 11 before the tour of the shed. You will not disrespect my studio, sir.
the shed. The shed. We're just sitting in a shed.
We are not in the shed.
We're sitting in a shed.
We're not in the shed.
We're in a shed right now.
Call the Beetle. Damn it, give the people what they want. Call him now.
Okay. Right before we get off
I'll
here.
be like, sorry, tried to call you an hour ago.
Let's see if he picks up.
Up to 11 before the tour of the ball's on yourself, sir.
Oh my God, are you sleeping? I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Hey, you're live right now on the Developmentally Speaking live feed. You're on my Developmentally Speaking live feed. We have people in the live wanting the Blue Beetle right now.
I won't shut up about you.
They won't shut up about you.
You got the mask on. Put him on speakerphone.
I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so you can say, just so everybody knows that the Blue Beetle. Okay, so the Blue Beetle is here. Go ahead and say hi, Blue Beetle.
Hello, everyone.
The Beetle is here. He does have the mask on.
He's wearing the mask currently.
Always.
24/7.
Always wearing the mask. So what's the we will have about 3 minutes left before we're planning on getting off here. What's the Blue Beetle been doing nowadays?
Oh man, nowadays
Can you guys hear him?
staying super busy all the time with work, running my own business, and just staying busy, man.
The Blue Beetle runs his own business. Is it a crime fighting business or
Yeah, something of that nature, I guess you
He's
could
the
say.
leader of the Beetleborgs.
the leader of the big bad Beetleborgs? Yeah. But yeah, I just so thanks for that. We're officially going to get 500 subs now.
Are you satisfied that after an hour of begging for the Beetle?
I'm happy you weren't asleep. I'm like, I don't. They've been begging for like an hour. So
Look at all this.
I just hopped into the stream here.
okay, all right. Yeah, BACC Sports has been wanting the Beetle real bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Any questions for the Beetle?
Yeah. Any questions for the Beetle before we go? I mean, we could if the Beetle.
Well, don't freeze up now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call it a shed.
Yeah. The Beetle.
Calling it a shed.
Oh man, the Beetle.
Disrespect, I swear.
We could send the Beetle a link, but I bet he's lying about that mask.
I'd probably honestly have one right next to me here if I had to.
Do you really?
I don't remember. The storage little tote that I used to keep all my wrestling stuff in is right next to my computer desk, but I think I cleaned it out.
Oh my gosh.
That would be awesome if I did, though.
Oh my gosh.
Can you yell it's Beetle time?
Hang on. I'm gonna send you a link anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to have my cam?
Yes.
They want you to get on
I
here
can plug
and
it in real quick.
Yeah.
they want you to scream it's Beetle time.
You want me to send it via Facebook?
Sure.
It's morphin' time.
Yeah. I'll send it via Facebook. And we'll just shoot the shit for a while. That is the link. It's now been sent to you. So I'll wait for you to pop in there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right, BACC Sports. Now you owe us
Okay.
something.
He's
okay?
coming. He's coming.
It is time. It's time.
It's Beetle time. I don't know if he's going to have his mask on or not, but
Kayfabe, baby. Kayfabe.
he said his totes right there. So we'll see. So Beetle's about to be on here. We'll Wait for him to show up down here at the bottom.
You know, I did reach out to Morty. To
You reach out to me?
To do a little work with the Beetle.
We'd like to.
Yes.
For sure.
And we'll discuss that in just a second. It's Beetle time.
It's time. It's time. It's Beetle time.
I'm still stuck on the damn shed, bud.
He called you. We're in a shed.
Have you been in this studio? Does it look like a shed? I'm in my damn jammies.
In a shed.
I wouldn't be in the shed. We got the premium heat and the premium AC.
That's also heat too, but we just don't run
And
it.
there's a cute little air freshener over there. So I don't know no damn shed that's got plugins. But all is forgiven. Let's work together.
What? Where's the chat at?
So let's hash out the heat. Oh! This better get subs.
Oh, here we go. He doesn't have his mask on. Oh, it's official. It's official. The Blue Beetle's here without a mask. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, I retired. Can you hear me all right and everything?
You're really low.
You're really low.
Low.
I mean, I'm keeping the volume down too, so we don't have too much of an echo. Look at his
Is that any
setup.
better?
What?
Is that any better?
I could hear you. But
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I retired the character a few
Oh,
years
he's got
ago.
a shed with a golf simulator.
he's got what?
You disgust me, sir.
What?
Disgust me.
Oh, so BACC Sports. He has a shed with a golf simulator.
Oh, wow. That's
We are in a garage, sir.
He keeps saying we're in a shed. We are not. Oh, you let it out. You let it out that we're in a garage.
There's another story above us.
Yeah, this
okay?
is a 2-story garage, sir.
Is this your garage, Matt?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if
So,
you
I
try
mean,
to break
at least
him
it
on
worked out, you know?
Huh?
At least the garage situation worked out, and you actually got to, like, make a cool studio out of it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, yeah, I'm having a little trouble hearing. Can you crank it up a little bit more? Or are you up
he
high?
has this issue
Yeah.
all the damn time.
I've got more.
Go, give me more. Give me
More than this?
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you
that's
sure?
all I got right there.
Are you sure it's coming through that and not your
You know what? It might be...
coming through your webcam microphone?
Yeah, it is. Here, I'll fix it. I gotta turn this down.
You'll blow our ears up.
All right, how's this?
There it is. There it is.
Now look, see, we're having so much fun. We're going to launch a 4th show.
Oh gosh, I need to get a better webcam for that. This thing's a piece of junk.
Well, we have 2 extras.
Perfect.
I overindulged.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And all this is getting replaced in 4 months.
Yeah. So,
All of them?
yeah, we're going to well, not the decorations, but our camera
Oh, yeah.
and probably this microphone setup.
There's green screens coming. I bought this thing he told me to buy.
Move Avi.
Every program they had. We got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Nice,
pretty good.
nice. I mean, it looks good. You guys are doing great, so I'm a fan.
Oh, tough guy here. I see why Cornette blocked you, bud.
He
Where
says,
do I go to see the comments? I don't see
Go-
them here.
go to the YouTube and
I just got to do it on the YouTube.
You're parking. You park in the garage. Okay.
yeah.
Podcasting.
Okay.
Are you going to
Okay.
show them that it's a garage now? All right, open the door. Here we go. We're gonna check it out. You're gonna see that this is a garage. Don't move all the stuff. My God, man.
We're having technical.
Well, move your blankie.
I got my blanket.
He's got his blankie with him. He's in pajamas. He's dropping shit everywhere.
All right.
Blue Beetle's over here sucking on a vop.
Just chiefing it up, man.
Just turn it sideways so you can see out the door.
Huh? It's a garage, sir. You see that car back there?
There's a 77 Nova out there, I swear.
77 Nova.
It's on jack stands.
He had me lube his chassis at one time.
So,
I can do a virtual background. Oh, I gotta have green screen. Damn.
virtual background.
I was gonna try it, but I don't have a green screen.
Yeah, I want to play golf in a shed.
Damn.
Would you stop? I swear to God, the shed's gonna fall down. Okay. Oh man. So
And yes, she does flood. If anyone's asking.
yeah, she does flood. That's the one.
All right. How's the lighting? I had to move it.
I don't know, but you open that door and it is cold in here now. My heater is not keeping up. Might have to turn on the actual furnace. So what does let's get this blue.
You're a little yellow, bud.
I'm
It's
yellow?
the jaundice, okay?
Oh yeah, it's probably all these crappy lights and everything.
He was talking about me, not you.
Oh, you okay?
Better?
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
yellow
jaundice
as
then. It's the jaundice.
It's not better, but it'll be okay.
I think it's the shirt. It's just a reflection of the shirt, you know.
Maybe. So we have. Are there 2 people in here now?
Well, hold on. They'll kick back in. There was just 11 in here. I don't know.
Tell you what, the Blue Beetle shows up and they're like, "Oh, screw this."
Yeah.
It's the way to go. So, the Blue Beetle's here. What are you doing nowadays, Blue Beetle?
Oh man. Haunted house stuff every freaking day of my life.
Every day of your life?
How's that going?
It's going fantastic. Well, I mean, I don't know how much Brian knows about the whole haunted house thing. You ever fill him in on any of that or talk about it at all?
I fill him in on the daily. I mean, what?
No.
No, so basically, like a year and a half ago, I got offered a full-time job
I knew that.
to do haunted house. Okay, so basically that fell through. Did it for about a year, and the guys that ran the company basically screwed the 5 of us that they hired. They screwed us all over. We were supposed to all get like raises and commission because we were making masks and props and all that stuff, and I started making airbrush makeup under them. We never saw a dime of commission. We never got any raises. And then, so yeah, basically we left all that. But on the bright side, the makeup thing was totally me. So after I left, they never had me sign a contract, and I never gave out the info on how to make it. So I took it with me and started my own company. So doing that on the side now. Making airbrush makeup for haunted houses and selling it out of my garage that I don't do podcasts in.
That's true. You're in the house.
I just make makeup in it, so it's a little bit more weird.
So was it a slow process going on your own?
Well, it was
Or did
pretty
it take
quick
off right out the
because
gate?
yeah, so I already knew how to make it and everything, so there wasn't like any R&D. So basically, startup costs, which was pretty cheap. And then it already had a lot of support behind it when I was under the other company, so it took off like a rocket ship. Honestly, if it was going any better, I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. So can't complain. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like we're getting orders every week. I mean, right now, of course, is busy season, and haunted houses are running out of makeup in the middle of the season. So they're like, "Hey, we need makeup as soon as possible." So yeah, like literally today, me sitting down here is the first time I've like taken a break since I got home from work.
Wow.
Because I had to make all these orders and stuff and get them out the door today.
Had to work the cheap job and the side job.
Yeah. That's been happening a lot here lately.
And then you have another side job as well.
Yeah. Doing a weekly show on the radio station, the local radio station. Yeah. That kind of come out of nowhere. They got a hold of me one day and was like, "Hey, we need some help in the studio. We know you know how to run sound equipment and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, if it's not taking up my other job time, I can help." And then they're like, "Once you get comfortable, we'll let you run your own show." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was literally the first week. Like, they didn't even run your own show.
Basically.
Yeah, they got a hold of you the day after I turned that down. Because I'm like, I'm doing too much. I can't. I'm sorry. I would love to, but I can't.
I'm doing too much too, and God, I mean, it's cool and it's fun, but man, some weeks it's just a burden already.
So, you think it's gonna go to where you can just do this full time?
I don't know, and I don't know if I want it to. Yeah. I mean, if it could go well enough to maybe Carol could quit her job or something, I would be happy with that. But I've got where I started working after the haunted house thing. I've got a pretty good job now, and I enjoy it, so I don't really want to give it up. unless the makeup thing just starts doing astronomical numbers.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll ever be really that sustainable. But we'll see.
Where all are you like ordering from, like shipping to?
Real fast, we do have a comment here. It says you went from crime fighting to lipstick.
Yeah. Lipstick was there before the crime fighting, so you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
What did you say right before that, Brian? You cut out.
So how many places are you shipping to? Like around just Indiana, or are you all over the place?
Oh no, all over the place. My biggest customer, or where I ship to the most right now, is actually North Carolina. I think the top 2 states right now is North Carolina and Texas.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
And then I do a lot of stuff around here too. Like I ship a lot to Michigan and Illinois and stuff. But yeah, it's all over the company. It's just all on the website, so people go on there and order, and then it comes to me, and I make it and send it out.
And what's the name of the company?
Dreadworks.
Dreadworks.
It sounds like you're pretty swamped, but like anytime you want to do, I know I've tossed this idea around with Morty, those conventions that come around. I mean, wrestling and horror, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I have the big haunted house convention scheduled in April of next year. Actually, no, I'm sorry, February of next year. And so once that gets here, then I'll have like all my stuff for a booth and whatnot, like all the promotional stuff. So then after that, if you guys ever wanted to link up and like split a booth or something somewhere, that would be dope.
Cool. Yeah, I did. I was looking at so I wanted to do like the Indiana Comic Con. I was just looking around. That's affordable, but like Gen Con, first year starter pack, $1,700. I was like,
well,
maybe.
So this haunted house convention, it's the biggest one in the world, and they do it in St. Louis every year. It's called the Trans World Halloween and Attraction Show, and it's Halloween, Christmas, and escape rooms, and it takes up like the entire St. Louis stadium and convention center. But as far as like booth registration and hotel, I'm at $2,400 in, so it's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But I have the potential after that weekend to come out making a lot more than that, so
sure,
it'll be worth it.
Speaking
I would totally. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was speaking of which, the product that I have at work, I still have that if you need it.
Oh yes, yeah. I need to get with you and get that. I don't want you to have to keep holding on to that stock, you know.
Yeah.
No, I was actually thinking about doing Comic-Con because, like, here's the thing, like, you know, cosplay and all that.
That's what I was about to say.
And well, that and makeup, it goes hand in hand. But here's the thing, you never see people at, like, Comic-Con doing, like, live makeup demonstrations. So I think that if you were to have a booth and have, like, live makeup demos going on, people would just lose their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think it would be cool. I mean, it'd be kind of an odd booth. Hey, we sell makeup, also wrestling podcast.
So we'd have to do like 2 tables side by side, so everybody had enough room to.
Yeah.
People are like, that's where you need to be. Like that like the Indiana Comic Con will be good. Like even like all these different conventions and stuff. Like I know there's a horror one coming to Lexington. I'd go like Horror Hound. They mix it
Horror
up,
Hound's a big one.
Days of the Dead.
That's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people. So like the horror conventions and the haunted house conventions, a lot of people would think that they go hand in hand, but they don't. Like it's 2 totally different crowds, and you'd be surprised. But still, yet, you know, with the cosplay aspect being there, I think if I were to take makeup to a convention like that, it would still do all right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you know, me and Morty here, we did a convention, and it was a huge success. We did another convention. Well, not
Not a huge.
No.
Did another convention.
Which one?
I'm not gonna.
We're not gonna.
Which one? Which one did you do good at?
Squared Circle Expo.
Oh, okay.
Very, very.
Which one did you not do good?
Well, we'll talk about it.
It remains unnamed.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did good at
Understand.
We did good at Chillicothe, Big Time Wrestling. The boy had to walk like 7 miles that day.
I feel
He went and got in Kane's line. He's just passing. Like, hey.
I was passing out
Hey.
business cards in the line for Kane's autograph signing. I was like, here you go.
That's
Here you go.
He did get over his
That's
fear and
awesome.
talk to Scott Steiner, but he did not talk about Shoney's.
I forgot to talk about Shoney's with Scott Steiner.
That would have been great.
He's so scary.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I feel like he would be an ass, but I don't know.
He was. He was scary.
Was he just a douchebag?
Yes, for sure. He
Well,
was
that's a
scary.
shame. You know, talking about like horror and wrestling going hand in hand. So you know Zach Keeley, right, Matt?
Yes.
I don't know if Brian knows him or not.
I know his sister.
His sister. Oh wait, Allison.
Yeah.
She works at Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's one of my good friends, but he was talking about, and he was joking, but it's true. So he wants to make a documentary about how the wrestling industry, the haunted house industry, the porn industry, what else was it? Like the convention circuit, like Comic-Con and all that, and paintball, all are one and the same.
And so is drag.
And drag.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like anywhere you go where there's a haunted house, somebody there is somehow involved with the wrestling industry.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
There's a link there somewhere.
If
and
it wasn't
usually
you, there's Tad DeZarn.
Yeah, Tad.
And then
And Corey. Remember Corey
Kirkpatrick? Yep.
Cack.
Cack and Jack.
What
Well,
a
like,
name.
so we're doing this convention show coffee, and this guy walks out, and he's over here talking to him, and he's a screenwriter for Impractical Jokers, just like, and then him.
Oh,
and Matt,
sweet.
Him and Matt just talked for probably 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, well,
Don't be afraid.
I hate to say it, but I gotta get out of here. I just got,
Oh, yeah,
Your own garage.
I
the
just got a
old-
message.
The old ball and chain's calling.
Old ball and chain. She's calling.
What'd she say? Can we show it for the folks here?
Well, she said we have this thing where since we're in the garage and we're right next to the backyard, not a shed sitting in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand by that. The dogs need to come out and they'll start barking and they'll be all they hear. So we usually leave the dogs in until we're done recording, and since the dogs need to come out, need to go outside, she let me know that they need to be let out. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's do this again. Let's talk more horror
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a hold of me sometime, and I'd be happy
Alright.
to. Maybe give me like a day in advance. That'd be cool.
We live on
Never.
the fly, baby.
Never.
Just on the fly. I mean, hey, you told me this was on the fly. I just grabbed my microphone and
Yeah.
plugged in my webcam.
Well, I'd
and I'm
like-
good to
Before
go,
this,
so.
he called another podcast and talked to Mark Indrak on TV and told him, come to ours.
I did. Mark,
He's coming on now.
yeah, he says he would love to. I talked live on
great.
Knoxville television.
That's awesome.
Just happened. Just
Just
Okay.
getting his shit in the hole.
Hey, more Blankenship.
I did. I said, hey,
Supreme
more-
Wrestling. Be sure to come to our show and see more. Coming up at the end of
Put
the
over
month.
Seymour, put over the
I
podcast.
put over the podcast. I put over Seymour. I put over Rip. It was
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey, can't beat it.
Yeah,
but
but-
yeah, get a hold of me sometime. I'd be happy to.
Yeah,
come
we
back
should
on
do
and-
one where we put like 4 or 5 people in here talking at the same time.
Oh, that'd be
Let's
fun.
arrange that.
Huh?
Let's arrange that.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to have us, you, Draven,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, maybe Johnny Justice, and just shoot the shit like we used to. It'd be
Yeah,
pretty
that'd be fun.
Brady Bunch it.
Brad just point at each other.
Well, I mean, I
This
think
guy.
tonight was a good experiment and it was very successful.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Well,
think when you get off here and look at the numbers, it's
it's
going
gonna be good. It's gonna be real good because live streams always do real well. So
Glad I could be a part of it.
thanks, Beetle. Have a good one, buddy.
We'll do it again soon.
See you guys.
See ya.
Be in touch. Later.
Bye.
All right. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll do this again sometime. Don't know when, but maybe we'll do one where we actually advertise it for like a week ahead. Hey, this is the night we're going to do it.
Maybe
So-
we can do it. Well, I don't know if we can.
Right. We had to schedule things, and we'll let y'all know when it's going to happen next. We'll do a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead, let you know what night we're going to drop it on, and that way we can have plenty of people come and join us. So, yeah, I want to go ahead and say goodbye. We got to get out of this shed and go inside. He still thinks it's a shed.
I don't know how much more I got to show this man.
Nope.
I'm Mortimer Blankenship.
And I'm Brian Asbury.
And this has been
Developmentally Speaking.
A Damn Shed.